Emma turned the key, the heavy oak door creaking open. Dust danced in the thin sunlight that snuck into the gloomy Victorian house. It stood at the edge of town, hidden by old trees, their branches like bony fingers reaching out. The air smelled of damp earth and decay. It was so quiet the silence almost buzzed in Emma's ears. She shivered, pulling her sweater tighter. The house was left to her by a distant aunt she'd never met. It had been empty for years, filled only with whispers and stories. People in town talked about it quietly, their faces serious, warning her about its dark past. Emma thought they were just silly superstitions. She was a woman of science and logic, not silly stories. This house, with its creaky floors and dusty lights, was a new beginning, a way to leave the hurt of the city and find peace in the country. At least that's what she told herself as she stepped inside into the shadows. The house was a maze of dark halls and big, empty rooms. The air was thick with the smell of decay and forgotten things. Cobwebs hung on the once fancy furniture, and the wallpaper peeled off the walls like old skin. Sunlight struggled to get through the dirty windows, making strange shadows that danced and moved. Emma walked through the house like she was asleep, her footsteps echoing. She touched the dusty surfaces, disturbing years of neglect. There was a sad beauty to the decay, a hint of a time when the house was full of life and laughter. Emma always liked old things, the stories they held. This house, with its secrets and shadows, was a story waiting to be told. She would take care of it, fix it up and bring it back to life. She would prove the townspeople wrong. Their spooky stories were just silly imaginations. This was her new beginning, a chance to make something beautiful from the past. Looking around the dusty living room, she felt a little excited. This house was a blank page, and she was ready to write her story. Weeks went by as Emma worked hard fixing up the house. She scrubbed, painted and polished, uncovering the hidden beauty. It was while exploring the dusty attic that she found something special. Hidden under a cloth in a dark corner was a beautiful mirror. Its fancy frame was made of dark wood, carved with twisting vines and strange faces. The glass was cloudy with age, but even in the dim light, Emma could feel its pull. She touched the cool glass, feeling a slight tingle. It felt like the mirror was alive, its heart beating softly. A shiver went down her spine and she paused. What was it about this mirror that felt both exciting and scary? She pushed away her worry. It was just an old mirror, a beautiful one. It would look perfect in her bedroom, above the old vanity she'd found. The mirror, now hanging in Emma's bedroom, seemed to fill the room. Its dark surface reflected the fireplace light, making shadows dance on the walls. At first, Emma loved its beauty, how it caught the light and made her room elegant. But as the days passed, a creepy feeling started to grow. It began with soft whispers that seemed to come from the mirror when the house was quiet, sounds like rustling dresses and hushed voices, too quiet to understand. Emma would lie awake in the dark, listening to the whispers, her heart racing. They seemed to get louder each night, creeping into her dreams, becoming part of her life. She told herself it was just the wind, the old house settling, but deep down she felt something was wrong. Something about the mirror felt off, like it held secrets it wouldn't tell. She started avoiding her reflection, scared of what she might see looking back at her.